This is your reading for December 2019, and one message is coming through really strong for everyone that it's very important that I say before we get into your signs reading, and that is 2019 for all of us on this soul journey, on this soul path, on this path to becoming a human embodiment of your higher self, of the Christ consciousness, of the divine energy, however you want to think about it. All of us on this path in very different specific ways in each of our lives have been healing in 2019. This has been a year of healing, of restoring your heart, of expanding your heart, of expanding your capacity to love and to be a conduit of that divine energy, however you do think of it, in the physical, on this planet, and therefore, transforming the entire planet into that new earth, or that heaven on earth, right? So, since the year has been about healing, the year is now ending. It's over. It's done, and the healing is complete. So the message from Spirit is it's very, very important as you move forward into the next year, into the next chapter, into that higher incarnation of you. It's very important that you do not take that which you have healed with you, that you let that which you have healed stay behind, that you let that weight, because it is weighty, it is heavy, that you let that emotional ballast and all those things that you have healed, that you have been divinely healed from, whether it's from past lives or earlier in this life, that you let them go and stay behind in 2019 and before. So as 2020 starts, 2020 and beyond, you're going to be going up, ascending so rapidly, because you're not going to have that weight anymore. So really important message is just let it go. Let all of that which you've healed, be complete. Let those karmic cycles be complete. And that will lighten you and allow you to ascend, move up very quickly now as we move into this new year. So here's your messages for your sign. Thank you so much for just allowing me to be a part of your year, and we will connect again soon. Bye. This is the reading for Aquarius for December 2019. Aquarius. These are your messages, holy guides, angels, archangels for Aquarius. Any messages that you would like for Aquarius to have for greatest good and highest purpose of Aquarius. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, for December, what would you like Aquarius to know? Thank you for Aquarius. Okay. So December is going to be a time when a lot is being handled, being weighed out in, your favor, because it's in the greatest good and highest purpose of you and everyone else. Things are being handled. Things that you thought you didn't know, how this was going to work out or that was going to work out. They're being handled. They're being taken care of. And it's important for you to just know that and be in that peace. She's blindfolded here, not looking at, what things would appear to be in the physical world, but knowing that they're being handled, feeling it. And then really following the guidance you're being given one step at a time. Like I said, like Spirit just said, letting go of what seems to be happening in your physical environment and just following one step at a time, trusting. Things are being handled. I'm being shown what I need to see right now. I don't need to see the big picture. And when you're really focusing on that, moment to moment, you're going to be carried forward very swiftly. Okay. This is showing that what's going to take your foot off the brake with this chariot and let that gas, really pull you forward quickly is letting go of the big picture, letting go of outcome, letting go of the way it feels like things need to be, should be, and really focusing in on what you're being shown one moment at a time, one step at a time, and trusting that you're being shown what you need to see. Trusting that need to know basis. And when your mind comes in and goes, but where am I going? Where is this chariot taking me? Going, when's it going to take off? Going, all right, I'm trusting. I'm trusting and I'm letting go. And when you get into that balance, because justice is about balance as well, when you get into that balance within, that's when the chariot can really move forward. The chariot cannot move forward without your being balanced within. So focus on that in every moment, okay? In every moment, when your brain wants to go, when your mind wants to go, but what's going to happen? But where do I go? Your job right then is to drop that thought and go, okay, Spirit, what are you showing me? What are you showing me? I'm ready. I'm willing to follow it. Okay. And what guidance would you like for Aquarius to have regarding this? What guidance? Thank you. Okay, there's the King of Swords. He's been showing up for a lot of people, a lot of signs in December, and we're going to get into what that is. Clarification of this King of Swords, please. Yeah. So in order to move into this place where you can release the big picture and you can move forward to the next level, you're going to need to be able to embrace being a beginner. And that's hard when this King of Swords really wants to be right. This is the mind wanting to be in control, King of Swords. King of Swords is, I need to know what I'm doing. I need to know what the big picture is. I need to know that I'm right. I need to know. It's need to know. Right? And we just said with the Eight of Pentacles, you're on a need-to-know basis. Spirit will tell you what you need to know. And the King of Swords is like, no, I need to know the whole plan. Okay? But Spirit is saying here with the Page of Pentacles, which is very much like a kindergartner type of energy, like you don't know what you're doing. You're not supposed to. You're not supposed to know what you're doing, King of Swords, because you're on a new path. And if you're on a new path, living in a totally new way, how would you know? Would you expect a kindergartner to know everything about what you're supposed to do in kindergarten, what you're supposed to do, where you're supposed to go, how you're supposed to do it? No. You're not supposed to know. And that's you now because you're on a new path. This guy knew everything about the old life. He knew how to do it. He knew how to be in control. And guess what? You got to the end of that, what he knew, and it wasn't fulfilling. It wasn't satisfying, and it was very painful. That's why Spirit has moved you into this new beginning, right? But see, the peacock is here. So it's like, there's absolutely no shame in being a beginner on the soul path. It's actually something to be proud of because you're following your guidance. Be proud. That Eight of Pentacles showed you following your guidance, one pentacle at a time. Be proud of that one pentacle that you're following. You're doing amazing. So let go of this King of Swords energy of, but I need to know what's happening and I need to be an expert already. No, Spirit is leading you. And when you really shift into that energy of complete trust this month in December, when you really move into that, do you know what's on the other side of that? This is complete faith. This is knowing that the Divine's leading you. This is a willingness to be the Fool. Aquarius, it's a willingness to not know. The Fool is the opposite of the King of Swords. And that is what's going to lead you on your path, and that's what's going to lead you to ultimate fulfillment and abundance and joy and happiness and everything you could possibly want. This King of Swords would never lead you to this happiness. He would only lead you to where you've already been, which, kind of sucks, right? But you want to go to this amazing new place somewhere over the rainbow. The way to get there, this guy's got to show you. That guy's got to show you. And, the King of Swords, would he ever follow the Jester? No. But the Jester is the one who knows. The little child shall lead them, right? Because the little child is following the Divine. The Fool is following the Divine. That's the direction you want to go in. Okay, Aquarius? In December. Beautiful. That's what's going to help you transcend, allow you to transcend, allow you to move forward. You've been stuck. Now you can rise and transcend. You can transcend the old heaviness, the old anger, the old resentment, the old grief, the old sadness. 10 is coming to an end. But the key to it coming to an end and you transcending is that connection with spirit, is that trust with spirit, is you going, okay, spirit, you're the leader. I'm following you. I no longer need to be in control. I no longer need to be right. I no longer need to know. Okay. Then you can see some wonderful, wonderful surprises. And I'm so excited for you in that. Okay. So this orphaned card comes out when there's a wound around abandonment. And I feel, Aquarius, many of the Aquarius watching this, Aquarii, are coming from a place of you had to be the King of Swords. You had to know everything because nobody was going to take care of you. Nobody was going to do it for you. You couldn't relax and be a beginner and just, because you were on your own. And you're healing a lot of wounds around that in this lifetime and past lifetimes. But now, this is shifting, this is changing, and you are now moving into the support of spirit, which is what you're being asked to do. Move even more into the support of spirit and breathe, connect with the divine, and look at the beautiful transformation that's going to make. Both of these figures and these cards are technically, single solitary figures. But look at the energy of this and the colors, and look at this. And what's the difference? What's the only difference? This one's focusing on the feeling of abandonment and sadness and the old wounds, and this one is connecting within. And guess what? That transforms everything. That is where the magic is. Connecting within. This adds up to an 11. Connecting with the divine. And if you need help doing that, because sometimes with King of Swords we can get in our head. If you need help with that, let me know that it's time for you to become a clear channel for the divine. It's time for you to allow the divine to come in and through you without that block of that mind trying to meddle, trying to get in the way, trying to control everything. Okay? And really ask for that help. Be the beginner. Ask for help. You're not going to be abandoned this time. You're not going to be expected to know. You're not going to be told, well, you just need to figure it out. You're not, because Spirit is not going to say that to you. Okay? So ask for the help. Connect and allow that guidance to flow through you. Beautiful. And any other messages for Aquarius? And right on the other side of that, Aquarius, in the new year, you're going to find some amazing miracles, amazing confirmation from your guides, from the divine, when you do this, okay? And please tell me about it. I want to hear about it. I want to know about it. You are being given the strength divinely to do everything that you need to do. You're being given the strength one step at a time. You have this lion with you. But it's important that you know that you ask for that help, that you ask for that strength. And that when that King of Swords essence wants to say, I'm going to handle everything, I'm going to do everything myself, or I have to. It was just 11:11 on the counter for you. That you say, oh, no, but I can do all things through the divine who strengthens me. Not going to do it on my own, but I can do everything with the divine who strengthens me. Okay? So beautiful, absolutely beautiful reading for you, Aquarius. One of my favorites so far this month. And I hope you'll let me know how it resonates. I'm wishing you a beautiful holiday and new year, and we will connect again soon.